YouTube. It's Old Guy Plays 1969. Coming back at you again for some more No Man's Sky. This time we're going to play the new updated version of No Man's Sky, which is Voyagers 6.0. And as recommended by everybody that plays this game a lot, I know I don't, but a lot, they say do a new save. So we're going to jump into the game. We're going to do a new save. This is part one. And hopefully, for anybody that hasn't tried this game yet, what the hell are you waiting for? This game is awesome, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's if you like open world stuff, this one's for you. As you can see, I have some saves that I was doing. I'm currently doing the expedition. I'm playing through that. Now, if you guys want to watch me do a video on the expedition, just let me know down in the comments of this one. And once we get to it in our save, we can jump over and run the expedition. They're not super hard, but they are super fun. And they will teach you some more stuff about the game. I will do my best when I do this playthrough to explain stuff to you if you're a new player and you're looking at this saying, oh, do I want to play this? I'm going to give you some tips so that you're not stumbling around. Like, I'm sorry, I got to apologize here for every YouTuber that does a Let's Play video and they put it up there and say, oh, No Man's Sky, first time playing. Like, do I want to watch you stumble through the controls because you don't know what you're doing? Like, no, I don't. I want to watch some of the footage and I want to see if the game is for me. So I want to watch somebody play that has maybe a little bit of proficiency. Like, it's okay to maybe highlight some of the mistakes you made. Like, I get that. That's great. But, you know, in the same sense, we also got to be looking at the fact, too, that it slows the progress of the game down. And your viewers, at least me anyway, when I've watched videos, I get frustrated. You know, and I'm watching somebody on the screen. And they're on the screen and they're like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? What do I do? What's that? What do I do? And I can't help but say, who are you asking the bloody question to? Because you're not in a live stream, you're pre-recording a video, so you're not going to get an answer until after it uploads and sits there for a few days. So why would you ask some dumb questions like that? I mean, if you want to just say out loud, oh, what's that? That's cool. Yeah, that I get. But when you're asking your viewers questions that they can't possibly answer until your video's over and said 4 or 5 days to brew, don't ask them. I mean, if that's your style of tubing, that's what I'm going to coin that phrase. If that's your way to do a YouTube video, and when you do your tube, do a live stream, will you? I mean, that's better for the live stream. Because then people in the chat can say, oh, no, do this, do that. Oh, you missed this, look to your left. All that good stuff, right? Now, if we are going to do an expedition in this save, please keep in mind there's only 4 days left before Expedition 19 closes. Yeah, I mean, now we could play survival, which gives you more hazardous stuff, smaller inventory, all the costs are increased, but you know, maybe you might want to do that if you find a No Man's Sky too easy after your first playthrough. That would be my recommendation. I'm going to play normal. Okay, relax mode is normal, but it's you got a lot of time to stumble around. Okay, a lot of time. So when you first initialize normal, what the game is going to do is it's going to, out of its, what do they call it? How it generates worlds or whatever. There's over quintillion or quintillion or something that it can generate. So it basically will take all the bits and bobs that can happen on every planet and it'll randomize them and create a universe in what Hello Games calls the Euclid Galaxy, because you will start off in the Euclid Galaxy, but there's infinite worlds that you could start off with. So who knows, maybe the first planetary system we get into here will be undiscovered, and you know, I can put my gamer tag of Old Guy Plays onto it and you know, register it as a world that we found, most certainly. I'm also going to explain a few things that the game doesn't. Okay? So right now, we are unconscious. So just keep that in mind when the game first comes up and it starts to load. Just keep in mind, okay, I'm waking up from being unconscious.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Life support systems activated. Shield kinetic system online. Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
Okay, weather. Choking clouds, sentinels are infrequent, flora is full, and fauna is numerous. So there'll be lots of plants and animals on this planet. The toxicity is high, and our protections are falling. First tip I'm going to give you, when the game boots up, the direction you're facing is the direction of your ship. Please also note, because I see so many people do this little box that just popped up, this tells you what to do. It's going to give you a step-by-step, which you're going to need to learn how to play the game to start off with, okay? So the first thing it's telling you to perform a scan to find sodium, okay? So you're going to hit B to close this, and we're going to hit the left stick. Okay. And now it's telling you, hey, your tool is broken. So in order to fix your tool, you need ferrite dust, okay? So it says gather ferrite dust for repairs, so we're going to do that first. And you may say, what the hell is ferrite dust? Now read this. This is another thing people don't do. Read what's on the screen, man. It says gather ferrite dust, 0.75, so we have zilch, and we need to get some, and it says by shooting small rocks. Use RT to fire the multi-tool mining beam. Okay, so let's look around for some small rocks. Oh, look, there just happened to be some right here. Let's go get them. Okay, we only got 10. Let's keep going. We need more rocks. It's ferrite dust in that. Now, here's a tip. You see where it says analyze? Question, 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 question? That's something you can scan, and we'll cover that once I get my scanner. Okay, we got 38. $152, 60, 66. Okay, now this popped up. It's telling me I have enough. Go into your tool. Now, as soon as you hit your button to bring this up, which is your double square button on your controller if you're using one, it's flashing at you. Why? Because it's telling you this is what you got to do. You already got the ferrite dust. You got a check mark on it. Click it. And it tells you to click this. It's now fixed. Now, my beam, it's only at 34%, and I need carbon on this to recharge it. So I'm going to be looking out for carbon, and it's also telling me I need sodium to replace where that little shield is there on the left-hand corner. So let's do a scan and see if we can find sodium. Now, sodium will be this yellow indicator over here. You can also hit the punch button, and if you do it along with your A button for your jetpack, you can get kind of like a little... Okay. To grab some sodium. Now let's recharge our hazard pack. Click on it. There. Now you notice our shields are up more, but it's not going to be full, so my recommendation, get more.
Starship signal detected.
Okay, so our starship should be somewhere pretty close in front of us. I've been kind of trying to stick to the path. Now, these gassy pods, they will hurt you if you get too close to them or wait around too long. Okay, so we need to go in this direction. This is, we need the advanced mining laser to dig that up. Oh, we got a creature over there. Now, some creatures will be hostile, some won't. It's been my experience, the first planet that you're on, you probably won't encounter any hostile creatures unless you accidentally shoot them with your mining beam. It's just something I've done. Anyway, well, I see some more carbon over here. Pardon me, carbon. Did I say carbon? Yeah. Sodium. Okay, got the sodium. Now, this signal source, it's telling you right there. It's 472 units away. What's a unit? I have no idea. But it's just what the game uses as a measurement to tell you how far away you are from something. So just keep in mind, the bigger the number, the farther away you are from it. Okay, and your stamina will run dry. I love that feature there. Well, that gets you some distance. Now, I know a lot of other YouTubers will get fascinated with the environment that they're in, and that's cool. I mean, I was too. The visuals on this game are absolutely stunning. But also keep in mind too, you're trying to keep alive. So, you know, the more time you frig around, and I'm going to put that bluntly, the more time you frig around looking at something, your shields are still going down. We're going to grab some more sodium because it's always going to be a resource we're going to need. This is also a resource you're going to need by hydrogen. We're going to grab some of this right now, even though it's not telling me I need it right now, but I'm going to grab it. And because I'm going to let my mate, there, heat warning. Let that go when you see that, because if not, your gun will overheat, and I'll show you what that looks like. There, see, it automatically shuts off. Then you have to wait for it to go into a cooldown. And trust me, you don't want that to happen if you got something you got to shoot. Okay, it's just letting me know. You're going to hear that a lot on your suit. It's just letting you know that it's depleted. If you're on a planet that doesn't have a bad toxic atmosphere, yeah, my visor's not installed, so I can't scan that creature, but that almost looks like a deer. Kind of cool. Okay, there's our ship. Another thing, you can take fall damage. So if you're going to jump up high in the air using that jetpack, just warning you from experience. Hey, these are oxygen-enriched plants. Let's grab these. Oxygen is another resource that's important. All right, let's grab this iteration. Now, sometimes I notice that this number changes, and I'll just help you with the story here a little bit because the game doesn't really tell you. Boundary separation failure likely, okay, and that's probably because we were cold, right? And vessel 16 emptied. Cause sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Okay, so to, I don't know, maybe save our own skin, we deliberately put ourselves in a stasis of some kind so we wouldn't die, I'm guessing. Analysis. Fresh iteration generated. Anomaly containment prepared. Okay, so maybe what it did is, I think of it in terms of like Star Trek, that it all your molecules were, when you were out cold, were being held in something, and when you came to, you re-initialized. So click the broadcast. Traveler anomaly detected. That's you. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity. Scan initialized. Okay. Exosuit initialization in progress. Investigate the crashed ship. Now, I don't know if anybody else is noticing it while you're watching my video here, but look. Bend down. See that little blue icon? That's letting you know that there's buried technology very close. And you'll usually find it very close to these damaged machinery things. Another thing I'm watching people do, and I just want to give you some tips so that, yeah, I want you to have the best experience with this game, and I also want you to be able to maximize the resources you get. Okay, so the living slime, okay, it's telling you that this is blocked, so you got to take it off. Okay, you got to take it off, and you got to store it somewhere. So because my ship is close enough to me, I can store it in the ship or I can throw it in my backpack. So I'm going to throw it in the ship. Now, wait. Don't run away, because now I'm collecting nanites. Okay, and I got 32 of them. That's a form of currency. I see a lot of people click on those, and before it tells you what you get, they're hitting their button, they're backing away from it and running away. Now, when you see these little crates, search them. There's goodies inside. So we got some oxygen there. This thing here, it's got question mark to what's in it, like all the other boxes do, but it also tells you right there, 1x Atlas Pass is required to open it. So, and if you try to click it, it's going to reiterate that in your face again to say, hey, you can't open this. And we will eventually find a way to deal with that. Here's another container that people struggle with. Okay, so they click this, and then what they do is before that's done, they do that. Now, if you notice, nothing popped up in my right-hand screen because I didn't get what was in that container. Now I'm getting it. There was 23 sodium nitrates in there. Okay, investigate the crash ship. Okay, now I get over, I'm investigating it. Now you notice it changes and says board the crashed ship. So let's get inside. And I know, like, it sounds like I'm kind of frustrated, but I love YouTube. It's kind of my only form of entertainment. When I'm not making videos, I'm watching other people that make them. And thank you so much to those creators that take the time to make the videos. I'm not knocking you for making them, but these, hey, let's play for the first time. Maybe there's fans out there that love watching somebody stumble through a game. Me, I don't. I get frustrated. You know, I find myself yelling at the screen, over here, idiot, over here, over here. Which you'll probably do to me as well. Because we all do it, right? And yes, a brand new player is going to miss stuff. And they're not going to know what's going on. I mean, the first time that I actually played this game, I didn't pay attention to my suit health going down. And I couldn't figure out what I had to do it because I was wandering around, you know, expecting the game to give me the answer. When you got to read. I mean, these are games that got a lot to them, and you got to read the stuff. You can't just gloss over it and not read what's going on the screen. So iteration, this number, I think that number represents me, that I'm online. Atlas connection, intermittent. Launch thrusters are offline. Pulse engine, offline. I find myself alone in a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, and no sense of it before. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least that of my exosuit. Not dead yet. And this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Okay, so you got two choices here. It doesn't matter which one you pick. You can say connect the exosuit, and then it's going to do what it does anyway, or you can read the log and it's going to do what it does anyway. So there's no way to get around this. So do what you want. So I'm going to connect my suit. Log 4925A unavailable, so it's going to substitute the data that it's missing. Exosuit connected. Suggestion: pilot should perform maintenance and select the desired repair path. Well, I don't know what the desired repair path is, so I'm going to click this to repair my ship systems and have the ship tell me. Self-guided self-repair control protocols are initiated. Okay, now this will pop up. Pulse engine critically damaged, so we need a hermetic seal and we need metal plating. Okay, so hit B to return. Launch thrusters are damaged, like it's showing you in the bottom right hand corner. Launch thruster is damaged. It's just going over what it did. But that bottom right hand corner is very important for a brand new player because it kind of tells you what to do. Think of the first little part of No Man's Sky. Like a lot of games, it's a tutorial. Okay? Alright, so we can't do anything else in our ship, but I mean, you know, look around at it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's get out. And every time you get in and out of your ship, the game will save. So now it's telling you need to repair that pulse engine, so you need metal plating. Okay. Starship restoration sequences initialized. Craft metal plating to repair pulse engine. Ferric dust required is 50 out of 50, so I already got enough from what I've already collected. Use the double square button to access your inventory and use A to craft item in empty slots, okay? So But it's flashing at you, guys. It's flashing at you. Click here, it says. And now it's showing you metal plating. Okay? Now, another thing that people miss is when you hover over this, it says build. I've seen people, like, if you need more than one, click here and here and here and here and here to get more. You don't need to. Just see where it says right there, X, craft more. So you can make more of something if you need it. Okay, so right here the pulse engine's flashing. It's telling you that you got one piece out of two. So it wants you to click this. And it's telling you to take the metal you created and place it there. We're now repaired. We're good. Now, Starship repair. Partially complete. Board the Starship and consult the diagnostic computer. Okay, so you get back in. Iteration us. Functional. But the Starship is critically damaged. Vital ingredients are missing. Well, we know that. We're missing that hermetic seal thing. Unable to synthesize the required components. Pulse engine requires the hermetic seal. Okay, now, I think the reason why they built it in like this is because I think even the first time I played, I missed what I had to do and I couldn't get it. I was expecting the game to tell me. It does, but you're still trying to familiarize yourself with the HUD, the controls, your environment. You know that you need health and stuff. So all this is on your mind. So because your brain is kind of a little full, for lack of a better word, you may miss it. So I find they will retell you certain things. So I'm going to request the assistance. And it reveals the hermetic seal is nearby. Salvage a planetary chart from the distress beacon cache. Repair the pulse engine using the hermetic seal. Now, if you notice, the little red icon popped up over the little ball again. So you gotta get out of the ship because it ain't gonna magically come to you. Get over here and grab that. Appear inside the beacon's housing, as well as its distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart. Take the planetary chart. Okay, now it's telling you in the bottom right-hand corner. Planetary chart has been recovered. Use the double squares to view the data and highlight X to plot a route to it. So again, it's flashing. I know I'm going over this and saying, oh, make sure you look at this, make sure you look at that. The reason why I am is because if you commit this crap, and I'm going to put that, it's crap because it's tutorial. If you commit it to memory now, the next time you have to do it, and trust me, things are going to repeat in this game. The next time you have to do it, you already know what to do. Okay, so it's telling us we got to go in that direction. Reach the marked coordinates 01 for a planetary chart to plot the route. Okay, so you can lose this very quickly by moving around and say, oh, everything's so pretty. Okay. My advice to you, just keep this on your screen somewhere. Don't let it get too far that way or too far that way, or you're going to lose where you're wanting to go. Now, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but we do need this, so let's run towards it. Got a hill here we got to climb. Now, it's probably going to disappear for a second, but just stay on course. You know it's in that general direction. Don't leave the general direction. You got to get over this hill. That's the reason why it's disappeared. It's down over the hill. There it is. I mean, you can scan by pushing down the left stick for resources. Now, again, like I said, there's things you're going to constantly need, like oxygen is one. Sodium's another. Keep that icon on your screen. Let's go. Okay, so this is a deadly storm coming. There, I just took fall damage too. Oh, must have been a bad creature there somewhere. Oh, there's more of this stuff. I'm gonna grab it. This boosts your jetpack, and then you can use the jetpack continuously for a little while when you find that blue stuff. Okay, it's fading. Okay. Crap. Ran out of thing. The exact same thing I told you to be careful of. Right? I go ahead and do it. Now, but the toxic storm's getting worse. More sodium. Ooh, that's a weird looking creature. Let's put the pedal to the metal.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Boy, I'm taking a lot of fall damage doing that. I warned everybody of doing it, and then I'm being an idiot and continuously doing it. Okay. Because my screen's all foggy, I must be walking past dangerous flora, and I must be getting hit with spines or something. Okay, that looks like the back side of the building. Around the front, go inside. When you're inside buildings and in caves, your protection will go back up. Now, I did take some damage, so your health, you want to click on that, grab some oxygen, and recharge that. This is going up on its own because we're inside, so we don't got to worry about that. Yeah. When you go into a structure, have a good look around. Okay, there's chairs we can sit in. Game doesn't really want you to sit in that. You're not going to make any progress sitting in a chair. Now, I'm not really seeing anything here we need to grab. And some of these habs, when you go into them, they will be empty. There will be nothing to grab. It's a possibility. But we used it for what we used it for. We got our health back up. We got our toxic protections up. Now this storm is still ongoing. Let's go over to this one. Let's go in here.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Alright, we have a research specimen. Take that. Okay, we have this going. Holo Archive.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Accessing archive. 6 of 7 logs have been corrupted. Entry 482-4 follows. Now, if you notice something, that number matches ours, so we've left this message for ourselves. Right? No one making this recording, leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. Visor damaged. Can't find ship. Okay, so it's telling us what we're living through right now. Exact same thing. So recover the supplies. The log finishes and the machine whirs to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal. I need to prepare my ship. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever this left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. Or maybe it is you that left you the message. Maybe you ran into some sort of trouble. Like I said, we have no recollection of what before, so maybe we gave her head a little bump somewhere along the way. Okay, so we have the hermetic seal. It's exactly what we need. And now it's telling us to use LT to locate the starship. And of course that lets you know when you do that hey, your visor's broken, dummy. Right? So you hit B. In an analysis visor installation. Open the inventory and install the analysis visor. Select the multi-tool slots. We're on multi-tool. This is the scanner. We're going to click this and install it. Now down here it tells us to make this work we need carbon nanotubes. Alright, so let's go to the exosuit. Pick a blank spot and we see carbon nanotubes. Now in order to make carbon nanotubes we need 50 carbon. And now it's telling us to gather carbon. Now I already know carbon. Sometimes it'll be those red crystals. But other times too, carbon can be found. Marrow bulb. I know what that does, but I'm not going to spoil it. There's some cobalt. So just some different minerals you find along the way. Now, you're more than capable of mining these up, but if you notice while you're digging that up, it says question mark, analyze. So what it means is that there's 2 minerals on that thing, but you've only been able to find one because your visor's broken. Oh. Okay, these will give us carbon and something else, but we don't know what the something else is. Oh, I can charge depleted. Time to go back to the multi-tool and recharge this by using carbon. Didn't fully recharge it, so we're going to need lots of carbon here. So we need it for the tool. We also need it for the mission. And it'll always take the mission priority over your tool. Because it doesn't mind telling you, oh, you ran out. Now it's telling us we have enough for the visor. I'm going to grab a little bit more because it's right here. Not going to stop. Killed 2 more plants of it. Alright, so let's hit B. Hit our inventory button. It's telling us down here to click the blank inventory spot and click build carbon nanotube. Now we know we needed those for the multi-tool for the visor, so I'm going to click back over here. The clog tells us now we have the part, but it isn't installed, so let's put it in. Analyze objects for rewards. Okay, so again, you need to read. I know things can be overwhelming, but read. Use LT to use the analyst visor. 0 of 1 highlights points of interest. Analyze flora, fauna, and minerals to earn units, so to earn money. Now, one thing about the visor that a lot of people seem to miss when you have it up, if you notice on the left-hand side, very left-hand side of your screen, okay, over here on the left, it says discovered by my gamer tag, but we're on Lanu something Sigma. It's a noxious planet with choking clouds, and it's telling us what the toxicity rating is. And we can place a custom marker if we want to. I'm not going to do that. I don't usually ever do that. I don't know if that's something they'll eventually take out of the game or not, but as you're going along, you'll see things. So there's magnetized ferrite over here, damaged machinery, buried technology, sweet root. Oh, look at this. It's something we can scan. And how do I know this? Because over on the left-hand side, it says unidentified plant, question mark, question mark, question mark. Now hold in the right button and scan the thing. There, we just made 500 units. Locate your starship. So I just wanted to show you how to do that. So it's just very important to scan everything you can, because you get the form of currency for it. Cargo box over there, buried cache over there, a knowledge stone, copper deposit. That's really close. I'm going to tag that. I'm going to go get that. Okay. Now, are we able to get into this cave? No. So I might as well stay here for a moment and let the batteries recharge on the toxic protections. All right, starship. Okay, so what have we collected? We collected a little bit of cobalt. We got 146 carbon. We got some rusted metal. Got a little bit of sodium nitrate, a little bit of sodium, and we must have found 2 hermetic seals. Okay. All right. Wasn't anything topside. That's right, too. I'm getting ahead of myself here. There. See that? Ferrite dust. Analyze. Now when I look at it, I see that it gives me ferrite dust and dihydrogen. Scan these creatures. And I have no idea what that is. There's that brain creature again. But I like getting 1,600 credits for scanning these guys. There's lots of them to scan. Okay. Okay, so it's telling us that it really wants us to use the compass to find the ship and then go back to it. So there's the ship. Let us tag it. Yeah, I use one of them dumb beacons. Anyway, we know the ship is this way. It's 900 clicks away. In this direction. The little white direction on our map. Oh, by hydrogen. I'm not going to stop to collect all of this. I'm just going to grab a little bit of it because it's along the way. Heat warning. Another thing too, you can get more materials if you can keep pulsing this in the hot range without making it overheat. If you can manage to do that, you can get more resources. Difficult to do though. Yeah, I guess not super difficult. Oh, that's a plant I haven't scanned. The scanner will tell you other things too about it. Biological entity, and it says it's an age infant, highly observant. It eats cave marrow. Like, it gives you details on stuff if you just take a second to stop and smell the roses. Weapon charge depleted. Okay, so multi-tools out again. Got 146 carbon, so this time we got a full charge in it. And now I'm going to try to just book it back to the ship. So do a melee punch and A. And fly like the wind. This isn't a bad planet, though. I mean, the storm that we faced wasn't... It was bad, but it wasn't severe. And it's a toxic planet. So if we can find even more toxic protection... Okay, this is something else besides the ferrite. Dihydrogen. Ooh. Seeing something up here. Just one of them little clusters. Ta-da! There's the ship. Look at those huge sunflowers. Oh, that's what they look like to me, anyway. They actually look like they're full of carbon. Oh wow, I can hear my dude breathing. When I get back to the safety of the ship, something I've always wanted to try. You can change the voice of your backpack computer. Ta-da! Missed a box. Thought I got this last time. Maybe it respawned. It's always a possibility. Ooh, I got some dehydrogen out of that. Some sodium. These plants regrow? No, one of them did. Okay, repair the pulse engine, access your inventory, go to the starship, click the pulse engine, and install the hermetic seal. Done. There we go. So it's now telling me vital landing gear system is damaged. So we need pure ferrite and some dehydrogen jelly to fix those two items. Repair the launch thrusters using dehydrogen jelly. Okay, as I was saying about this buried technology, I don't have the tool to dig it up, but if you can go until it disappears, hold down your X button, like tap it over the top of it, because some of those damn things are fairly close to the surface, and you can pull the materials out of them. No, I think that one's definitely slightly deeper. And just go back to my ship for a moment because my toxic levels are falling. Now, I could go in here and click this and use resources to charge it back up, but a smart player, and I like to think that I'm smart, will just get back in their ship. Now, I also noticed too, there's some more technology we can install there because it says install technology. So let's hit A. This is a oxygen recycler. Now, this is glitching out, but this should be a picture of the backpack. And it says to get that going, put some oxygen in. So the oxygen recycler is now installed. What that does is it gives me 10% bigger life support tanks. So that means my life support will go down a little bit less. So that was a good thing. All right, so let's get back out of the ship again. Craft dehydrogen jelly. Okay, so that's made out of dehydrogen, so we can do that right away. So the jelly we got, then we can also go to our ship here, click this, put the dehydrogen jelly on there and lubricate the landing gear. Now this is a little bit more trickier and it does throw people off. We need pure ferrite, and if you notice when we were walking around we had ferrite dust, but we didn't have pure ferrite. So it's telling us here to construct a portable refiner, but in order to build the portable refiner we got to first get some more regular ferrite dust. So as we already know, we need rocks. So let's go rock hunt. Rocks over here. Okay. Ferrite dust. Need advanced mining laser for that, but I can analyze it for 200 credits. Let's get some more dehydrogen. And because I used some, make that other jelly. And now that we know that that is an important resource, you know, it doesn't hurt if you want to go and just dig it up. Be my guest. I actually would encourage you to do that. If you're making YouTube videos, just tell everybody you'll be back. Put in a cut. If you're going to mine a whole bunch, mine it all up, because nobody doesn't want, you know, nobody wants to see you just mine materials for an hour. Okay? Anyway. So buried technology unit there. I'm going to mark it. I'm going to try that trick again here. Stage reached. That one too deep too? Crap. Be nice when I get that part for the multi-tool. I do have two other parts. I got a personal force field I can put in. And I also have a bolt caster. But I don't have all the stuff to fully get that going. So I am going to grab whatever's in this. Because I'm too far away from the ship now, I can only put it in my back. In my back, in the packings. Alright. There's an oxygen-rich plant up here I'm going to get. And you'll see there's other ships that fly by. Those are NPCs, as far as my knowledge goes. And I've also been told, I don't know, I've never tried it, but if you look at ships flying by, push down on your thing and click the wave gesture, sometimes they'll land. And if they land, you can trade with them. Yeah. Well, I think there'll be lots of opportunities to get more of the... oops, sorry, fellas, I almost ran right into you. to get more of the buried technology. Brain shut off there for a minute. That happens when you're old. Okay. Now, I could have set up the portable refiner anywhere, but I like to get back to the ship to do it in case I need to hop in to recharge my batteries. Alright, construct a portable refiner. Use your inventory here, because so it wants me to make the metal probably first. Yeah. So I make that. Now it's telling me I need pure ferrite. Deploy the portable refiner by using the build menu. Push up. Select that and find a place to set it down. Now this is not rendering. There it goes. Where it's green. Click on it. Now we need to put some fuel in, so some carbon. And we need to put in ferrite dust. We only have 89, but I already know that rusted metal makes ferrite dust. Let's refine this down. That'll make 310 pieces. So this is going to give us more than enough than what we need. While that's doing it, let's just sit in the ship. We can still hear the damn thing out there running. And then this way our toxic protections will go back up. Our life support is still dropping though, so let's go to the exosuit, because it does take a toll on you regardless. Now here, if we had life support gels, they're grayed out because we don't have them. We could use that to recharge it. We could use dioxide, which we haven't seen that element around, or you can grab some oxygen and recharge it with that. Just trying to teach you some cool stuff about the game that, you know, totally eluded me when I first started playing. I really think this game is worth the money, but they had problems with it, and the developer actually lied about what was in the game, and it ended up not coming to pass. So ever since then, because he told a little fib, he's been trying to make up for that ever since. So all the DLC since that time and updates to the game have been 100% free. So I think he's won back people to buy the game. So I mean, is it worth the $90 you're going to pay for it? Yes, I definitely think it is. This is almost done. So at this point, I would support them by going ahead and buying the game. But, you know, if it's something you're not sure of, you don't know if it's your cup of tea, then go find a code. You can get it on sale somewhere. Alright, so now that I have my ferrite dust, you'll notice I put it back into my inventory when I took it out. The reason why I did that is I already had ferrite dust in there, and when you drop it in, it'll stack. Now I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to make pure ferrite. Now it tells me I only need 50 pieces, so I'm going to stop it when I have enough. And then let's take the pure ferrite and swap it over there. And then this will make magnetized ferrite. Okay, but we don't need that right now, but I just want to show you that's how you make that. Let's put this in my inventory. Okay, let's pick this back up so we don't forget and leave it on the planet. Done that before. Repair or launch thrusters. Components repaired. Oh yeah, technology is repaired. Let's get in our ship. All ship systems are functional. Use the RT button to take off. Seek answers amongst the stars. Okay, well, before we do that, I'm going to hit the options, because I'm pretty sure in here, you can go to network if you want, and you can say by invite only. You can turn multiplayer off if you're finding that you're bumping into players or they keep asking you to join games. I'll leave it on for now. Alright, and switch that to invite only. Let's go back one. Yeah, I know, I don't have a great graphics card, but hey, the damn things are expensive. If somebody wants to buy me one, I'd by all means, go ahead, buy me one. Okay, so because I'm Canadian, I'm using Celsius. But if you're American, you can switch this to Fahrenheit if those numbers are throwing you off. Or you can go to Kelvins if you'd rather go scientific. Anyway, I like that just fine. Damage numbers, the HUD is enabled. Yeah, you can shut that off completely if you want. Handedness, right or left. This is what I'm looking for. Feminine suit voice, masculine suit voice off. Never tried the masculine one. There's different player voices. Yeah, let's try that. You might say, why the hell did you hop out? Did you have to fly away? I do, but I wanted to save the game. Okay, so let's take off, eh? Say that for a while. Let's go straight up, and I already know what you got to hit to do that, but what it's going to, kind of tell you to do is to go up into the stars and then test all of the ship systems. Euclid Galaxy, but this galaxy was discovered by somebody else, so this galaxy will not be a discovery by us anyway. So now it says orbital flight is achieved. Test the starship systems. Test thrust, which is RT. Okay. Test boost would be. So it's even faster. And then hold LB and RB to test the pulse engine. Yahoo! And now I'm going to stop by pushing LB and RB again. Awakenings. Answer the communicator. Push down on the thumb pad. Communicator. Comms override. 16, 16, 16, 16. Incoming transmission. Now this is different. It's from source 4925B. Please identify yourself. I don't know, I can say who I am. You are not. I don't know. That's like crackle? And is it not, like, is it filling in a word? You're not an asshole alone. You're not. Anyway, I should stop trying to make jokes. I'm not a comedian. Follow the broadcast engine strengthening as it began. The final place of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. So let's input the coordinates.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Interesting. That's what the male voice sounds like. Follow the coordinates. Signal source. Discovered by Dargon. It's a caustic planet. Now, if you just you want to go get a snack, get some tater chips and everything, your ship is moving. Well, it's now moving towards the planet, and you could stroll along for 2 hours. I'm going to use the pulse drive though. You get there in less than a couple of minutes. Time for some water. Now, the last time I covered this on my channel, I didn't go that far. I didn't do an expedition, and I didn't fully get into everything you can do at the base. I just went over the basics. So if you want to watch that video, you can, or you can just stick with this one. I'll go over some of the basics on this one as well, as I've been doing. Signal source. There. All right. You're now suborbit. Don't be alarmed. That's just your heat shields. When you actually breach the planet's atmosphere, it'll tell you in the upper left-hand corner, right there. You are now entering the atmosphere. So let's hit my boost and get down here a little quicker. I like to put myself away from it. Get down, get down, get down, and then pull up. Turn. Ooh, hit the LT button to hit the brakes. Approximate location. Okay, so it's telling me to begin my search here. Sometimes, I bet you that's it right there. That smoldering thing. Let's hit the X button to land. Bet you that's exactly what I'm looking for. It may not be, but told me to follow the signal source. Now, another thing that people get thrown off about is when you hit LT, this is in target sweep mode. You have to hit the left and right thumb pad buttons if you want to go back to the regular scanner. And again, back to that. Now that is telling you estimated distance is 240 units in this direction. Now, like before, you had a little icon on your screen to tell you which way to go. But this time,
Toxic protection
you
falling.
don't. Okay, I like that voice. I think I like the female one better, to be honest with you. Options, general. Let's go back to female voice. It was more pleasant to listen to. Launch ship fuel. Nice. Okay. Now, I'm facing too far to the left. This direction, 183. So it wasn't the little cracked, damaged unit. Is it another set of buildings? No, it's probably this one down here. Yeah, see a save point. Something to analyze there. Switch to our analyzer. Oh, there's chromatic metal in that. Probably not much. One. Alright, let's hit this. This will save our game. It also charts it too. Okay. Damage container. Metal. Nanites received. Signal sources, that pod. Oh, I found an ion battery in there. That's nice. Okay, I'm going to show you something that the game doesn't tell you about. Push down on your thumb pad. Now, if you have more than one multi-tool, you can select it in here. You can also change from this view to first person. If you like the first person better, go that way. I don't. I like third person. Another thing you can do in here as well, if you have more than one multi-tool, this is where you'll swap it. This is where you'll bait hooks and change scenery, and you turn your, they call it a torch, flashlight, where I come from. White beat library, all that stuff. Now, one of the cool things I like is this little thing right here. You can do quick search of your equipment here too. I always prefer to just open the inventory and click on it, because then that way I can keep track of what's in my inventory. But if you want to charge your beam, you can do it here like that. Alright, I am going to click this. This is what I like. Bring your ship in. So we don't have to go running back to go find it. Keep in mind that uses launch fuel. Okay, the sparkling wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast to the void. Whoever left this message is long gone. So let's try to decipher it. 17, 16, 16, 16. Entry 4925-C. Okay, so it's still the same entry by something, but it went from A, which I thought maybe meant us, to B, which is the next one, or C. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm thinking it's just log 1, 2, 3. No fuel. Failed to reach station. Hazard protection's low. No choice but to, hide underground. Deployed the base computer. As well as a log in the entry, the signal contains a base computer and a terrain manipulator. That's the tool we need to be able to dig up some of those modules With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about who's leaving these messages. So let's get the plan, Stan. And we need chromatic metal, which we found one. Technology discovered. The terrain manipulator, so it needs nanotubes and dehydrogen jelly to function. So let's get that installed. Okay, we already have dehydrogen jelly. Let's put that in, but we need carbon nanotubes for that. Let's go to our exosuit and see if we can make carbon nanotubes. We can't. We need more carbon. Okay. Oh, there's plants over here. Let's go up this way. Grab that sodium. And I want that big boy scanned. Nice. Fungal. Oh, that's got carbon and oxygen. So yeah, when you're worried and you're saying, oh, I can't scan, it's because you've already scanned it. Okay, oh, right there, look. See the question marks pop up? Haven't scanned that plant. Now you have. All right. Take the metal out of there. I hope you're learning lots. Ooh, a microprocessor. Carbon and oxygen. I like these plants. I like these plants a lot. And why do I like them a lot? Because they have the materials we need. Why do we need the carbon? Oh, it's got more than one thing in it. Carbon and oxygen. Lots of carbon in this one. I'm gonna grab lots because the suit stuff depends on a lot of it. More animals found. 3,000 units for finding that guy. Okay, now down here, some more sodium. Oh, I haven't scanned those monsters either. Alright. My thermal protection's going way down, so let's address this first. Some sodium in there. Multi-tool. Okay, so still me, give me the nanotubes. This is what I was talking about. I need 2, so craft more. There. Over into it. Train manipulator has been installed. Nice. Okay, now to switch through your tools, you can hit the Y button when your thing is up. Okay, so I want my regular tool here. What do we want to do? It says we want to gather copper. First of all, I want to try to figure out where my ship is. Ooh, more things to scan. Can I zoom in on those guys? Nice. Okay, buried technology. I know we're going to need these, so let's go grab that. Ooh, someone's falling a hole. It's only just a hole. It's not a... Yes. Okay, switch to the train manipulator. Okay, destination reached. There, see that worked that time. I didn't even have to dig the ground. It was close enough to the top of the soil. I was able to grab it. Let's have another look around. Another one, 275 that way. 3 something that way. Okay, we need copper. Let's mark that. Oh, I called in my ship and then I didn't end up getting in it or anything. Now I'm traveling quite far a ways away from it. So. We see a mineral deposit on the ground. It's not the one we got selected. What is it? Is it telling me? No, it's not telling. Sometimes you see funny discolorations in the ground. That is a good indicator that you have a mineral deposit of some kind there. Uh-oh. So where can we see that? Another damaged machinery over there. Protection's up again. I'll use my ion battery on that. Probably not a good choice, but I'll use it. See where that damn deposit is now. Since I used some sodium, replenish. Should grab some more sodium up. I'm glad that this planet has a lot of sodium on it. There's a copper deposit. That's what that is. It is. It's copper. Quite a few sodium plants there. Okay, guys, you need to move. Oh. Hurt you with the beam, but anyway, you gotta stand there. Uh-oh. See that little thing? I aggroed one of them. One of them got ticked off. See it anymore. Flying creatures. Scan those if I can. Sorry, fellas. Didn't mean to kill whoever that creature was. Happens sometimes. Especially where this is a planet teeming full of life. Now, another thing you can do to get more materials is you can hit your RB button to get that all the way out, or you can hit your RB and get it all the way down. If you go to the smallest setting, you get more resources. But also, keep in mind, it takes a lot longer to dig it all up. Alright. Now I do know that there's another copper deposit up here. Look at that right there. Yeah, I went to the bigger size. Yeah, I'll get less. For the medium one. I want to bore everybody to death watching me mine stuff. Yay, lots of fun, right? Why he's mining again? Yeah. Did see something in there that I could scan that hadn't registered. Was it here? Yeah. My hydrogen and ferrite dust. Yeah. Let's have a looky into our inventory. I want to see how much copper we have. 332. That's enough to make what we need. I'm going to go over here though because there's that damaged technology over there. This gives you cobalt. I know we haven't been asked for this yet. We got lucky, I think in one of the crates we found an ion battery. Already know from past experience that you need cobalt to make the ion batteries. Try to dig up at least 100 units of it maybe. 100 and something. Sodium. Elysium. You're not quite aware that alien poop. Okay, alright, we got nano technology now. I'm pretty sure if I have a look around here on the ground. A lot of times near these, you'll also find buried technology. Right there. Yeah, got some more buried technology. Yeah. Some dehydrogen. Let's call in our ship here. Thrusters at 0. Well, we can't do that, so it looks like we're gonna have to go walk back to the ship. Lovely. Okay, let's get our hazard protection back up. And our life support. Yeah, let's have a look around and see if we can figure out where our ship is. Should be around somewhere. Find another one? I did, look at that. One salvage data. I don't know where my ship is. I couldn't see it, so. Let's try getting up on a hill and have another look around again. Buried technology. I guess we can still chase these. I guess. Oh, there's my ship icon. Off to the left. And like I said, sometimes there, I dug it up without even digging it because it was close enough to the surface. Oh, I got two out of that. Another the buried technology here too. Our ship is over here. Anything else that's close to that along the way? Technology. Plant of some kind. Jade keys. Good. This buried technology happens to be very close to the ship. We already dug that one up. From above ground, which is a possibility. I mean, unless it's bugged out, but maybe I already got it. That'd be my guess. Already got it. Alright, so we gotta make the chromatic metal. Inventory's getting pretty full here. Let's see if we can transfer some of this crap to the starship. Slime and crap. Bulbs. GPs. Now we're gonna need metal plating. Launch fuel. Tritium for the pulse engine. Analyze this. Don't know what resource that gave me, but probably more of something. Okay, so I got 10 buried treasures. 1 chromatic metal. Portable refiner. Fuel. Copper. Getting shipped. And 30 chromatic metal, I think, to make the base computer. Probably gonna go in here and stop this. Yep. Tried to get it at 80, but no go. Alright. Pick that up. Get in the ship. Get out of the ship. Face the camera. Hey everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Gonna put a cut in here. When we come back to No Man's Sky, we will look at building the base computer. Okay? So I hope you're enjoying things. Make sure you give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, so that you don't miss any of our lovely content. This is Old Guy Plays 1969. Until the next adventure, see ya.